Hi guys, welcome back. Today I just wanted to talk about the reasons that I chose to become a respiratory therapist, or as some say, a respiratory care practitioner. One of the reasons I chose to become a respiratory therapist or someone in the health field was because when I was younger, I actually had a very strange knack for the healthcare field or health-related things. There was a time when I actually had cut my arm on the asphalt. I slid on the street and it was completely scraped off. It didn't heal correctly. It actually healed with pus and it hardened over. And I didn't ask for help from an adult, and I took some regular scissors, cut it open, cleaned it out, and it actually healed back perfectly fine. As you can see, there's no scar here. So that was one of the things that tipped me off that, hey, you know, I have this skill and I think I should use it to help other people. Respiratory therapy is also a very flexible field. You can work in hospitals with children or elderly patients, in the lung cancer department, in oncology. You can also work in clinics, you can do schools, you can work traveling around the world. Children all over the place need assistance with, lung care. So yeah, it's a very flexible job. Another reason that I chose the healthcare field was because a lot of things don't really gross me out, like snot, fecal matter, urine, vomit, things like that. So if you're in the healthcare field or you're planning to go into the healthcare field and you don't like those things, you either have to do one of two things: get over it or move on to something else. The last 10 years of my life or so have actually been leading up to this point for me to enter the respiratory therapy program. When I was 18 years old, I completed a CNA program, which is a certified nursing assistant. I had decided that I wanted to do that as a prerequisite for the licensed vocational nurse program, the LVN program where I lived. And as I finished the CNA program, I realized that it was really difficult to apply and get into the other program, and I was really young and life just gets in the way at that time of my life. It did, at least, and I was working and it was just really difficult for me, so I ended up moving on to something else. Then when I was 21, I completed the CPT-1 or phlebotomy technician program here in the Bay Area, and I loved the program. I loved working in our internships as a phlebotomist. It was so much fun to me working with the patients and with the other phlebotomists at Kaiser, but unfortunately, without experience, and during that time it was right after the recession, there just weren't any jobs available for me. So I let my license lapse and I ended up going back to school for my associates, which I actually had a lot of business classes completed. So my associates is in real estate. I thought that was the quickest one I could get. I then worked for a software company for a couple of years, which I absolutely loved, and was taking night classes for nursing. It was in those night classes for nursing when I had met the other nursing students and realized just how competitive the nursing programs are and how difficult it was going to be for me and all of the rest of them to get in. I loved switching my major from nursing to respiratory therapy because the classes I took were all the same, so I didn't have to retake anything, except there's no TEAS exams and there's less competitive programs. I noticed that a lot of students that I was taking courses with were actually going into nursing because either they thought it would be easy money, or they had some in the program, or their family members wanted them to go into nursing. But if your heart's not into it, don't do it, because you will burn out. And there are so many other ways for you to help your community in different departments and different fields. I don't believe in going into the healthcare field for the money. The money can be good sometimes, but you really have to have the heart for it, for saving people, for helping people in need. That is why I want to go into the healthcare field. That is the biggest reason. My program also offers the bachelor's program, which I had mentioned previously in another video, which is a huge plus for me because I don't have to do the 2-year AS here and then try to find a bachelor's program or a master's program somewhere else that's going to cost me $100,000. To me, the work for respiratory therapists is just as rewarding as nursing. You might not make $100,000 a year as nurses do, but you might make $80,000 a year to not have to work with poop and pee and vomit and broken bones and things like that. I highly respect nurses and nurse practitioners and anybody that goes into the healthcare field. It takes a big heart to do what those people do and what we are trying to do. So just do it for you. Do it for the people you love. Don't do it for the money. Being happy at your job is worth so much more than the money. Also, I just wanted to point out that today's video was supposed to be my unboxing of the Littmann Cardiology 4 that I had ordered. The shipping said it would be here Saturday, then it said Monday, now it says Thursday, so honestly I'm not sure when it's going to be here, but I thought you guys might want a video in between while we're waiting. I was in Portland last week, so I didn't do one then, but it was great, I had fun, and I can't wait for school start in 5 weeks. But thanks for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and wait for more. Next week should be my unboxing. Bye guys!